Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. I am Makeup by Princess K, sometimes Beauty by Princess K, or just plain old Princess K. It just depends on where you follow me at on my social medias. If you are an oldie but a goodie, hey girl, hey, thank you so much for coming back and seeing what it is that I am up to today. I appreciate it. Y'all, so I wanted to do a video to show how I get a very radiant, glowy, youthful, just summertime ready look, and I feel like I achieved it. I'm so excited about this look. I feel very, very pretty. And if you want to see how I got this look, then just continue to watch, and we're just gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna hop right into this video. So as always, I'm starting off with my brows already done. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with two primers. I'm gonna be using the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming. You would think I would know the name of this, but I don't. I am very oily, so I wanna make sure that I combat those oils. And then I'm also gonna be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and that's because I wanna fill in a lot of my pores. I'm gonna bust out my Tati Blendiful, and I'm just gonna dig in there. And I'm gonna start by pressing this into the skin, really pushing it in. Now the only thing I'll say about the Becca Evermatte is you want to be careful with this and not put too much. Because if you put too much, it is going to ball up on your skin. It's gonna look crazy and it's not gonna give you that flawless base that you're looking for. So don't put too much, maybe a pea size amount, rub it between your fingers, and then press it into the skin. That's what works for me anyway. Now that I've applied my primer and I'm primed and looking a little ashy, I'm gonna go in and I'm going to powder my primer. And this trick, again, I got from Jackie Ina, and I'm gonna take the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm gonna apply this all over the face. Again, as Jackie says, with this technique, it's really good for oily skin. So basically, you're using this powder to help combat your oils, you know what I mean, throughout the day. So yeah, and I'm placing it in the spaces where I get super oily, around the nose, the forehead, and I'm even gonna dust a little bit over my eyebrows, just a little bit. Okay, so you can use any foundation that you want to use, but I fell back in love with this one, and it is the Maybelline, what is this, Super Stay Foundation. This one right here. I'm just gonna dot this onto my skin using my finger. And then we'll blend it out with our beauty blender. These earrings are going to annoy me, but I don't want to take them off because I feel cute. You know what I mean? The struggle be real. Be feeling real cute and be like, oh, it's gonna get in the way. It is, but I'm gonna work around it. There's something, there's a hair or something. Got it. I always forget to blend underneath my nose. I don't know why, but I go back and look at several pictures and I'm like, what is that? It's just a patch of foundation just stuck there. It's not always cute, but. Okay, so the first piece of saving grace for this look is going to be your concealer. And I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and this is in the shade Deep Cinnamon. I actually picked this up not that long ago from Target, and y'all know I love this concealer. It's coming up there with my Juvia's place, but I'll be all right. Just conceal everywhere where you normally conceal at. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the concealer underneath my eyes for about a minute or two, let it dry down a little bit so that way I can get the most coverage out of it, but everything else I'm gonna blend out. See me more directly. See exactly what it is that I'm doing. Okay, so I am gonna contour, and I'm gonna still use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, but this one is the matte concealer, and this is in the shade Rich Ebony. This shade is so beautiful because it's rich, and it looks like, to me, it has like a reddish tone to it, and I feel like it would be so good for contouring, but also giving you that bronzy effect while you're contouring. And I gotta get that jaw, cause child, stuff is happening. Stuff is happening and I need to rectify it. And I'm starting off at the bottom and then work my way up. You just really want to blend that out really, really good, because you don't want to have like this sharp straight line underneath your chin. And I'm just feathering this up. I don't want to drag it down because that's gonna make a bigger shadow onto the face and make it almost look like you have a beard. So I'm just gonna drag it on up. And it's so pretty. Like, look at that. That is so, oh, that's gorgeous. I love this shade. I'm so glad I actually found it, child. Yes. Got me feeling myself over here. I mean, anytime I do makeup, it got me feeling myself, but whatever, whatever. Y'all see that? Yes. Yes. Come through, nose job. Okay, now I'm gonna blend out the concealer underneath my eyes. I'm gonna grab my trusty mirror. And you see how all that just really melts together? Just, oh, look. But it's okay. We all have different little quirks. Is it quirks? Quirks? Quirks. We all have different little quirks when it comes to our skin. So that's one of mine. Okay, so I'm not going to bake at all, but I do want to set underneath my eyes because I did use that hydrating concealer, and my eyes, y'all know, it's like crepe paper. And to enforce that hydration, I'm gonna pick up the, what is this? This is the Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I'm gonna use this underneath my eyes. Again, I'm not gonna be baking. I am just going to apply this, set it, swipe it off, and keep it moving. Because don't nobody got time for dry and crepey under eyes. I love this powder for this, for the underneath the eye, because it's hydrating, so it gives almost like this cooling effect, almost like it's wet. It's weird. I love it. I don't know what type of technology Becca used for this, but I'm glad that they did. Because y'all know I'm that girl. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face using my Too Faced my multi-use foundation powder. I love this stuff. I love the look of this for me. This may not be for you, but I love it for me. It may be a little bit too heavy or too cakey, but I like the very, very full coverage foundation powder look. Like, I enjoy that. So our base isn't complete, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and set it just really quickly, because this is a step that I like to do to make sure that everything molds and melds together and all that good jazz, and it's not looking patchy or crazy or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so do y'all see? Like, look at this. Look at this base. Like, youthful. Now to give the glow. So for the sun-kissed portion of this look, you want to go with bronzers. Two of my favorite bronzers is one, the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and this is in the shade Endless Summer, and then y'all know my bae is the Becca Maui Nights. I love both of these so much. It's your preference, whichever type of bronzer that you want to use. This one does have a very heavily coconut scented scent to it, so if you don't like scents or you don't like the smell of coconut, you're not gonna like this. Becca, I don't think I've ever experienced a scent with this. It just smells like makeup. I don't smell anything. It just smells like makeup. But I love this one because it gives that reddish, sun-kissed look, and that's my favorite. That is my favorite of all times. So look, we're just gonna apply this by sweeping it onto the face in circular motions. And I like to bring it onto the cheeks as well. up to the 4 head, 5 head, 3 head, whatever it is that you have. Just bring it up there. It just makes you look like you've just been sun-kissed. Like you've been outside all day, you got a little tan. Oh, and then when it sinks into the skin and you've been wearing it for a couple of hours, oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. I also like to apply it to my nose. I don't know, it makes me feel a little bit more youthful. It makes me feel like I look a little bit more youthful. Not that I'm old or anything, because I'm only 36, and honey. The next part of this look, what's gonna give you that glowy, sun-kissed, youthful appearance is going to be your highlighters. So for highlighting, I'm in love with this Creature of Habit, but I love it, so I'm gonna be using it. It's the Wet n Wild Halo Blushlighter, and this is in the shade Flash Me. So what I like to do is go in on both sides, getting a little bit of that pink, a little bit of that rose gold color, putting those two together, tapping off the excess, and then hitting the highest points on my face, which is right here. Do y'all see that? Child, stop playing with me. This is highlights. Like, this is highlights. Highlight goals, highlight dreams, highlight fantasies. And then of course I put some on my tip of my nose. I love that look. I think that it looks more youthful as well, so I always put it there. Maybe a little bit right here, just a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna lightly press it into the skin. You see the way that that makes everything just blend together, and it just looks so flawless. Oh, I'm gonna set my face yet again. So when I do these types of looks, I usually try to go for a peachy, corally type blush, and again, Creature of Habit. And one of my favorites is the Flesh Beauty, and this is in the shade Glaze. I love this. I feel like when you use these peachy, corally type blushes on my skin tone, that it just brings the whole look together. And again, blush to me is beautiful and it's youthful. And I don't understand why people don't be using it the way that they should, or the way that I think they should. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sun-kissed and beautiful. I don't know any other words to express that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I went off camera and completed the eyes and the lips. So sorry, so sorry. But on the eyes, I just have this shade from the Juvia's Place palette. It's the Zulu palette. It's this one. Look, this one right here. And I just put this shade right here on the eyes, on the outer V of the eyes, and then on the lid and towards the inner corner, I picked up the Nubian palette, the Nomad palette, sorry, by Juvia's Place, and I placed this one all right here in the front of the eye. The lashes that I'm using, I believe these are the Jasmine Brown and Eyelure lashes. I'm not sure. They were on my desk. I ain't had no box. Of course, I used my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil and my waterline, what is it called? I'm gonna remember this one too one day. Double Life, love that. I feel like it makes my brown eyes pop. For mascara, I used the L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise. I couldn't think of what it was called. I used Lash Paradise for the lashes, and then for the lips, it's a combination of a couple of different things. Let me grab them really quickly. I think it's 4 things. I went a little extra with these lips, so don't judge me. So first, of course, I went in with the KK Beauty Nude 3. Love this liner. Then I applied the, what is this? Milani Blushing Beauty. This lipstick, it's so pretty. Come up. This is such a pretty pink, but I was like, I don't want pink. And then when I put the two together, it looked a little purple. I wasn't here for that. Wait, that was the wrong one. I used Fruit Punch. It wasn't Blush Beauty, it was Fruit Punch. It's this one. That's why I couldn't find it. So it's this one right here. But again, with the lip liner and the lipstick, it started to turn a little bit of purple, and I was like, I don't want that. So then on top of that, I put the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Self Starter, which is this one. And then over top of that, I used this ColourPop gloss, and it's in the shade feedback. This one right here, it's really pretty, but then it was giving more of a pinky look to the lips, and I didn't want that. So then I lastly put on top. I know it's a lot going on with these lips, don't judge me. I mean, you can, but whatever. Then I used my last little bit of my Buxom Leslie lip gloss, and this is the lip that I got with all 15 of those products. I do think I want to go in and highlight the inner tear duct, again being youthful and radiant. And I'm just going to go into that highlighter that I was using earlier. This is a Morphe 506 brush. It's pointed. I like this. I'm going to dab that right there. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so this completes the look, y'all. Don't we look summer ready? Don't we look kissed by the sun, pulled in those rays and youthful? I think that we do. I think that we do. If you love this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Leave me some comments in the comment section below of your favorite way to get this bronzed, glowy, youthful, sun-kissed look, because I'm always on the lookout for new things, and I need to start putting new things in rotation with my makeup. So I'd love any of your feedback of any of your favorite products. Again, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.